So if you haven't been to the show before, the show is split into two shows. You've got the IBS show on one side, and you got the KBIS show on the other side. So IBS stands for International Builders Show. KBIS is the Kitchen Bath Industry Show. I'll be spending most of my time in the kitchen and bath side because that's, of course, my specialty on this channel, right? So let's have some fun. So let's start and talk here a little about RTA cabinets. RTA cabinets are evolving quickly. I want to show you guys something to kind of whet your taste buds. Look at these doors up here. Isn't that kind of cool? We've actually got inset doors. These are concept looking to come to market. I've dealt with the custom space for cabinets for a long time, and inset's been a huge aspect of that. But some beautiful colors between, look at the greens, the stains. And of course, we've even got this is paint over a rift cut oak. If you can see the grain there, isn't that beautiful? Okay, just some great product. Of course, you're still dealing with good quality construction drawers, all kinds of accessories that can go in these things. RTA cabinets have come a long way since I started in the industry over 31 years ago. So this company, by the way, is Blackwood Cabinets. They do RTA cabinets. I keep saying inset because that inset kind of caught me off guard. That's pretty cool, but check it out. All right, so I'm going to take your attention to this one, Vanities. You're going to see a lot of vanity companies in the area here, but this company called Willow has got some nice furniture vanities, all kinds of styles from the beadboard, inset details, as you can see there. And I want to show you just a few more. Vanities sometimes can be a world that you can get overwhelmed with because you can find 200 or 300 manufacturers, and even at a show like this, you'll be surprised at how many you can find. You'll see the variety here. I want to show you this feature piece right here. This is pretty fascinating. See with the detail. I pull you up close. Isn't that beautiful? And they've got the inset, the handle that's recessed in the bottom there. Open it up. You've got the different compartments here. Kind of a nice detail. I'll show you one more. But again, this company's Willow Bath and Vanity. I am getting nothing for just mentioning this company. I do not do this for promotional value. This is for you guys to benefit from. So again, beautiful detail. They've got a mix between the slab door and the slatted, I'm going to call it slatted, kind of a recessed cut detail with the handle built in. Kind of a nice touch. They include the tops as well. Pretty cool product. Again, just showing you off some cool stuff here. Yeah, the next space to talk about a little bit is the outdoor cabinets. Look at the variety of finishes and colors that are starting to affect this space with what you can do. Of course, there's some pretty amazing things that they can do in this space as well, whether it be, the textured laminates, the island details, kind of a nice touch here, right? So no longer is the outdoor kitchen so basic, right? So they're showing resin for cabinet doors. You can't tell the difference between, there's a real wood in here versus the resin. So to flip them over and see, there's real wood, right? And then this is resin, right? Isn't that fascinating? So, and the weight is about the same, but look how closely those match. They've done a phenomenal job of making that look like real wood, which of course, real wood out in an outdoor setting doesn't hold up as well. So I'm walking into another booth here, which is a booth that I've spent some time in over the years. This is a company called Dezign. They're Asian manufactured appliances that compete with the commercial space. It's been a product that I've been very impressed with over the years. They've added a lot of really neat features and continue to enhance the product. You'll see they do a good job here of showing commercial, textures and accents, but they've expanded dramatically from the early days of when I first started seeing them at the kitchen and bath show. So great product, great pieces. Look how they integrate into the space. Just a nice look. Okay, so this is we're showing off an AI feature on software, which of course AI is becoming a significant part of everything we do now, right? So she's typing in, basically drawing what the walls are going to be like, and AI is asking more details, and she's answering the questions, and then it's plopping in the dimensions here as well. We're going to see what else it pulls in. I'm going to guess, is it pull in like, we'll start to fill the space with cabinets too? Oh, baby. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. That's awesome.
We're going to give it the basic perimeters.
Okay. So on a sink base 36, centered under the window. Okay. Oh, that's impressive. So this is pretty cool, guys. I won't have time to get you guys around to all the software companies, but this is one just to give you a snippet or snapshot.
The best one on the market.
There you go. She's doing a good job selling it, right?
I have been designing for almost 40 years.
Okay, you got me beat by a little, like 8 years now.
Yeah, this is really, all right, so I'm just going to, stove, whatever. So you put in your parameters. And so I'm just actually going to ask to fill wall A and B with wall and base F.
Here we go.
Um,
See how it goes. Look at that, guys. Look at that. And ironically, like some software, where we'll put the exact same size cabinets and just it's catering it to the space.
We are teaching.
And there's the render. So say that again. You're teaching.
We are teaching AI NKBA rules.
Okay, yeah.
We are
like design guidelines.
Using design guidelines to teach AI what a designer would most likely put in those situations.
Yeah.
As you can see, we have got symmetrical left and right on the hood. The hood is centered.
The doors open correctly for the hood.
Open correctly.
Nice.
And like I said,
one of the things that's fun about these shows is when you get something like a showstopper. You walk by a booth or something and you see something, kind of like this that just catches your eye for multiple reasons. Number one, you've got a really, really long vanity, right, with a really thick top. That's not easy to accomplish, right? Stunning product, company Scenario Home. Again, I'm getting there's no kickbacks or anything for this. This is to help you guys make decisions. I'll talk to these guys, let you know what I think afterwards, okay? All right, so what I found out is we're dealing with a commercial product here. Listen, you guys, what's interesting about the commercial space is commercial space oftentimes reveals what is going to happen in the residential space when it comes to luxury and high quality products. So you'll see here that what's being shown here is for like a linen application for like hospitality. Maybe like this could be used like in a desk area. But this product is built and designed to hold up to durability for applications in hospitality. Okay, and what's really neat about that is when you finally get that price point to a space that works really well for residential, then you've got a product that can be very appealing. So whether you're talking about simple wood veneers, you're moving into the painted lacquers, or the texture materials. I can't get that out now. Or melamines, right? There's all kinds of products, and even the doors here. You see the door styles. We've got the finger pulls here, right? And the slim shakers, which is kind of cool, in all the different finishes. So I bet that you're going to see some of this in the luxury space on residential soon. But this is just giving you an example of a commercial product that I think can be really good for some applications, hotels especially. The brand is Scenario. Check it out. If you've seen my videos on lighting, I talk about how lighting is one of the least expensive ways to make the biggest impact on a space. Here's some pretty interesting things when it comes to light pieces. Check out these kind of waterfall looking light fixtures. Aren't those stunning? Some just great designs and architectural features. So all kinds of stuff to see at these shows. So now I'm heading to the luncheon for certified designers by the NKBA. They have this every year at the show for all the certified kitchen and bath designers. There's multiple levels of certification. If you haven't checked it out, great education is what helped me get me on my career. So the sink is the most used appliance, as some might refer to it, in the kitchen. And Karen has done some pretty cool things, but I just want to highlight one thing that's kind of cool they've done. Check out this. So the Workstation is now what some people are referring to sinks that have a lot more than just a sink and a faucet to it, right? So whether you've got a drip tray like this, one that's kind of flexible, has adjustability to it, maybe even some sort of strainer or bottom grate. But check out this divider too, which is kind of cool. You take this divider, which is kind of a rubber divider of some sort. You can pull it out, right, and then put it back in. So you can have the option to have a double bowl or single bowl sink, which is often one of the considerations in getting sinks. Pretty cool. Check it out with care in the manufacturer. So now when it comes to custom cabinets, I'm in the plain and fancy booth for custom cabinets. What is it that makes custom cabinets? Is it the fact that they offer inset, doors? Is it the fact that they offer, some unique ways to access a space? Or, is it just that they're willing to be adventurous when it comes to a wood species, finishes and so forth? You'll see this booth is pretty crowded with a lot of people, but you'll see we've got, walnut with a light stain on it, a dark black cabinets with gold arch inset details on it, and the hoods. But just a lot of features that companies are willing to take some risks on that they may not sell much of, right, if the designers and the clients don't like it. So Plain and Fancy happens to be one of those companies willing to take that risk. I want to highlight a little bit about a cabinet company that has been one of the KBIS mainstays for many years. It's Fabuwood. Fabuwood's been, they launched here, I don't know, close to 10 years ago, but they've won multiple awards as the best of KBIS. But you'll see as I walk through the booth here, they've got all kinds of features that they offer. Colors is probably one of the things that stands out the most to me. So as I look here, you'll see behind me all the doors that they've got, the different finishes. But they've really hit that hard and done well with it. But obviously their booth is representing their interest and popularity here, as you see me kind of zoom around and show their booth. So pretty interesting product and the mainstay of the semi-custom line for a good price point and good lead time.
Kitchen appliances are 9 cents and you see a beautiful display here. Ranges, wall ovens in multiple styles. Thank you so much.
All right, so I was hoping to have some time to show off some things here in the booth, but they're run out of time. But there's some cool things at the SKS booth when it comes to the dishwasher, ranges, fridges, some new products. The 36-inch fridge towers are awesome. I'll find some time tomorrow to come back and we'll record some. All right, so far been a great first day. I'm standing next to the SKS sign just, guys, because you spend time giving me your attention on my channel for good advice and quality information and creative ideas. Same thing I do with vendors that have good products. I've supported my career. This is just one. SKS is a great brand, great product. And so anyway, I'll be showing off more. There might be a couple of different excerpts related to products that I'll be filming and showing you. The last stop of the day for me for day one is at the Wellborne booth for cabinets. This company also has a couple of other lines of product that they're displaying here. Always done a great job with showing off product, whether it be the finishes on the cabinets, the fit and finish on details. I mean, when you put cabinets together like this and you pay attention to how tight the seams are, whether or not you can have the reveals the same on the panels, all the way around the cabinets to give that kind of an inset look. On a framed cabinet, by the way, a little bit different. It's pretty impressive. So this company's been around. It's a family-owned company. They've been around for like 65, 70 years now. But they do a really great job, really just a really value product. And they do custom as well. Just to mention a couple other things too. This is their sister company here. They've got the beadboard cabinet you can see here, which is look like a white oak, but pay attention to some of the fit and finish of the details. I can show you more of that here in a minute. So anyway, I would just encourage you to take a look. There's a lot of cabinet companies in the show, a lot more than I've seen in years. It's been before COVID that we had a large showing of cabinet manufacturers, but this year is pretty impressive. Not only domestic, of course, Asian companies and distributors and so forth, but for sure the cabinet side of the space here is much more impressive this year. So if you don't get to check it out, hopefully this video helps. All right, guys, so that's day one in the books at the Kitchen and Bath Industry Show here in Orlando 2026. I've got 2 more days for the show. Just surprising the amount of content and creativity and ideas that are here. So I'll show you more tomorrow. I hope you find some purpose and value out of this. I'd say some of my takeaways though from day one is AI is definitely impacting the space. You know, I showed a couple highlights or points, but it's all over the place and almost too much to be able to kind of absorb and process. But it's a big player. Bold and very creative things. Companies are getting risky with some of those manufacturing decisions, which I like. It opens up doors for us as consumers to benefit from that. So I'm liking what I'm seeing. A lot of color. Love color as a designer. Neutrals are just that. They're bland and neutral and not that interesting. So getting away from the white, grays, and blacks and introducing colors is a pretty big deal. So, all right, guys, on to tomorrow.